if you go to Rodeo Drive, you think that Gucci store is ushering stuff in from China to sell to okay. It doesn't even seem plausible. But I know better.
Uh-huh.
But I just let people say it. Just like I guess the same with the Van Cleef bracelet that you buy out the middle of the mall is the same that going to the Van Cleef store.
Yeah.
It's the same.
That's been weird seeing that trickle down of like seeing my wife and all these different moms that I see at various private school events, and they're all wearing that shit. And then one day, all of a sudden, the rappers are wearing it. And I'm like, okay, like this is the trickle down effect. It goes from the soccer moms to the rappers.
And the weird thing is, if you ask them the history of a Van Cleef,
no clue
in Arpel, it's like if you say is that an Arpel, they wouldn't know that they go together.
Because you have that one expensive ass shiny bracelet that I've seen. Like my girls told me, like, oh, this girl, like she got 6 of those bracelets on. You don't even know. Those are 20 grand each. That's crazy. I'm like, better be careful walking around.
Why would you when nobody knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is a Van Cleef and Arpel with this name on it, and I know the difference and I know the history of it. It's like the Cartier bracelet that I have locked on my wrist. You can't even get it off my wrist. I don't keep the key. So I don't keep it on me, but it's just my mindset is like, you want to make a way for your not being. I've never been into a fake it till I make it thing.
Really?
Never, because it never made sense. Fake it till you make it, for what?
I've always done that. I've always just kind of exaggerated how much money I was making, how well I was doing for myself, what I had coming up.
Did you have money?
Like a little bit, but I was just always acting like I had more, you know? like, let's say you're going to make 100 grand this year. Well, the attitude I grew up with was, as soon as I started having a little bit of money, it was like, no, I'm going to act like I have $100,000 right now. I'm going to make it this year, so I'm just going to act like I have that much in present tense.
So you would go buy fake Crocs?
You know, Crocs didn't really become something I was even aware of until I had like a kid.
Yeah, you went and bought fake clothes?
No, I've never been in clothes or anything. I never.
So even though you didn't have much money, you went and okay, so just say Levi's. Levi's is that's the thing. Would you buy fake Levi's or would you buy the real Levi's?
I mean, the real one's going to be what, like $80, $100, some shit like that. So yeah, I could probably swing that.
Okay. So richness is different in different cultures.
Yes.
Right? So your man has on the actual only pair of Travis Scotts that I cannot get my hands on.
For real?
I haven't been able to find them in my particular size.
Right.
I know he doesn't have one of the fake ones.
Well, it's funny you say that.
I ride in them, so the homie here had the hookup.
Yeah. Because, okay, I bought those for some reason for like $700 at the store, and then the next day I'm in here, and a couple of the guys who work for me are all looking at the website, copping fake pairs for like $100 each. And I immediately was like, man, I could have saved $600. Those are the fake ones, yeah.
Next to the real ones, you can't even tell.
Yeah, you fake one versus the real one, you cannot tell at all.
I'm not getting the fake ones.
To me, that's like stealing 80% of the shoe's value.
I'm getting
one over on Nike. What could be better than that? They ain't never did nothing for me.
But the resale value.
You're gonna resell a old pair of shoes?
Yeah.
Really? That seems like something I have never done and would never do.
And I happen to walk into stores and they have a used section and they have a real section.
Right.
And so why I haven't bought those, because they always in the used section. I'm not gonna buy the used shoes, but they're there for somebody that will. Just like you can pawn the real ones. You can pawn them. Yeah. I've been in a pawn shop to look at the shoe because the pawn shop will not accept anything fake.
Well, That's what they want you to think. But then StockX had like a huge fake shoe problem for a while, and they have
That's StockX.
but they're doing more to analyze the shit than probably the typical pawn shop's able to do, right?
No, a pawn shop, man, you can't pawn because a pawn shop eventually has to sell it.
Right.
They not gonna accept no fake jewelry. Your lawnmower got to work. All this stuff. All this stuff.
But okay, so when you really start having money, like when you really start feeling like, okay, I'm good. You're 51 now. At what age do you really start to feel super comfortable financially?
Oh man. The right way.
Right, yeah, not the street way.
I'm gonna say about 48.
Okay.
About 48.
To the point where you start feeling comfortable of like, you know what, I got enough money that I can kind of tell the rest of the world through my jewelry and various accessories that I'm doing all right for myself.
Yeah.
Because I think about that. I'm like, do I need a watch? Do I need to signal to other people that I'm doing all right for myself with a watch or something?
I'm always with a watch. I just believe in it.
Is that an expensive watch that doesn't look terribly expensive to me because I don't know what I'm looking at? I don't know.
I just received this watch. A black watch designer
nice.
gave me this watch as a gift.
Okay.
But usually I would have on a Rolex. I would have on the Kermit, or I have on the Hulk, or the Sumerian. I have 3 Rolexes, and those are the ones, and that was for me.
Mm-hmm.
That was the thing that was just for me. It wasn't about anybody else. It was like, and then they're functional watches. Rolex is a functioning watch. You don't wear a Rolex just to sit at home. You do something, especially when you know the history of them.
Okay, so you just saw the clip, but did you know that you can watch this entire interview right now before it's released to the public, uncensored, by becoming a member for just $5 a month, and there's a lot of other crazy benefits as well. So make sure you hit the link down in the description and sign up. Appreciate y'all.